Hello and welcome to today's session on adjustment of isotonicity. Myself, Mr. Pradeep Patil from R.C. Patel Institute of Pharmacy, Shirpur, would be discussing about different problems that you might encounter in your exams which are based on adjustment of isotonicity. So, before we start solving the sums, let us first discuss what are isotonic solutions. Now, as everyone knows that the RBCs have a specific shape. Okay, RBCs, that are your red blood corpuscles, these have a specific shape. Do you know what keeps them in that particular shape? Okay, just let me give you a brief idea about it. Our blood plasma contains various salts. Okay, and these salts, these exert a pressure on your blood cell from all sides, and owing to this a particular shape is given to your cell which remains intact throughout unless and until a different solution having a different concentration of salts is injected into your body that might change the shape of your cells. Okay, it is just an example. So if I am going to deal with actual steps or actual way how this happens, I need to tell you that there are solutions which are having a certain osmotic pressure. Okay, and if this osmotic pressure matches with the osmotic pressure of your blood plasma, you can assume that the solution that is being injected is isotonic with your blood plasma. Okay, so what happens actually if those salts exert a particular pressure on your cells, keeping the shape of your cells intact, and if I am going to inject a solution having different osmotic pressure, say if the solution is hypertonic, okay, or in other words it is hyperosmotic, having more osmotic pressure. So what will happen? It will try to exert more pressure on the cells, resulting in shrinkage of your cells, that is your red blood corpuscles. And if I am going to use a solution that is hypotonic, then it would release the pressure on the cells, that would cause swelling of the cells. So any solution which is not having the same osmotic pressure as that of your blood plasma is termed as paratonic solution. Now we need to deal with the basic terminologies in this. First of all, let us see what is a hypertonic solution. It is the solution which exerts greater pressure, and hypotonic, it would exert lower pressure. And simply, blood plasma contains around 0.88% of inorganic salts, out of which sodium chloride is the main contributor to osmotic pressure. That is, the concentration of sodium chloride is high in the whole concentration of your inorganic salts, and it exerts more pressure on your RBCs. That gives them a shape. Now in order to keep the shape intact, I need to use a solution which is having more or less of the concentration. It must be near about same as that of your blood plasma. So any solution containing 0.9%, roughly 0.9%, is therefore practically isotonic with blood plasma, and it is regarded as a standard. So whenever you are going to use sodium chloride to make your solution isotonic, the concentration, if it is used only as the main ingredient, it would be around 0.9% weight by volume. If you are going to use it with other ingredients, you can use it as a adjusting substance. So how much concentration we can use, we are going to discuss in our next part, that is the problems that we are going to solve. Now okay, for giving you certain examples, I have referred the book, that is R.M. Mehta, Pharmaceutics 2. It is a textbook which is widely used by diploma students for studying subject pharmaceutics. So you can refer that book for more details. So moving to the first part of our calculations, it is calculations for adjustment of isotonicity. It is based on freezing point method. So the formula is percentage weight by volume of adjusting substance needed is equal to 0.52 minus A divided by B. A is freezing point of unadjusted solution. Okay, the solution that is not adjusted, that would be termed as A, whereas B is freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of adjusting substance. Now let us just take one example so that you would get an idea about it. So this is the first example that we are going to discuss. Find the proportion of procaine hydrochloride which will yield a solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. Now what you have been given over here is the freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of procaine hydrochloride, that is minus 0.122 degrees Celsius. Now see, I have provided a hint over here. As you can see, when freezing point of unadjusted solution is not given, okay, freezing point of unadjusted solution is not given, consider it as 0. That is, you can see that procaine hydrochloride is going to be the adjusting solution, that would be B, whereas you don't have any unadjusted solution, that is A. Moving back, you can see that A is freezing point of unadjusted solution, whereas B is freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of adjusting substance. So we are going to apply the same formula over here, and you can see that I have taken it as 0. Okay, I don't have any unadjusted solution, so it would be considered as 0. So the formula is 0.52 minus A divided by B. Applying the content into it, 0.52 minus 0 divided by 0.122. The answer is 4.26% weight by volume of procaine hydrochloride will yield a solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. Now the next sum is find the concentration of sodium chloride required to make a 1% solution of boric acid isoosmotic with blood plasma. Okay, now we are having both A and B. So A is basically boric acid, that is the unadjusted solution, whereas B is your sodium chloride. Always keep in mind, when you are having sodium chloride into your sum, always consider it as B. Okay. Now you have been given the freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of boric acid, that is minus 0.288 degrees Celsius, whereas freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of sodium chloride is minus 0.576 degrees Celsius. So you are going to use this in the formula 0.52 minus A divided by B. Now A is your boric acid. So the calculation goes like this: minus 0.52 minus 0.288 divided by 0.576, that is equal to 0.402 weight by volume solution, that would be of sodium chloride. You require the concentration as 0.402% weight by volume, okay, to make your solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. Then the third part is find the concentration of sodium chloride required to make a 1.5% of cocaine hydrochloride isoosmotic with blood plasma. Now as you know, cocaine hydrochloride will be A, whereas sodium chloride will be B. Now the problem is that up till now you have just seen how you are going to calculate about 1% weight by volume solution. Now over here I have given the quantity as 1.5%. So what you need to do is you just need to multiply the freezing point with 1.5. You would get the answer. Okay. Now you have been given the freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of cocaine hydrochloride, that is minus 0.09 degrees Celsius, whereas freezing point of 1% weight by volume solution of sodium chloride is minus 0.576 degrees Celsius. I have provided you with the hint: multiply 0.09 with 1.5. As the concentration over here is not 1% but it is 1.5, so you need to multiply it. So by using the content in the formula, you can see that you are getting the answer as 0.668% weight by volume of sodium chloride. That would make your solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. So we have discussed three different type of sums. First one was without A, next one was with A, and third one was with A and the concentration was changed, okay, from 1% to 1.5%. Now moving to the next type of your sums. So I am having calculations based on molecular concentration. Now the formula over here is percentage weight by volume of adjusting substance required is equal to 0.03 m by n, where m is the gram molecular weight of substance, whereas n is number of ions into which the substance is ionized. Now dealing with the first problem, find the proportion of dextrose needed to form a solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. Molecular weight of dextrose is 180. As dextrose is non-ionizing substance, you won't get any ions. So the value of n is 0. You just need to multiply 0.03 with 180. So the quantity of dextrose that you are going to get is 5.4 grams per 100 ml. Okay, that would make your solution isoosmotic. Now the last part, we are going to deal with this problem. Find the concentration of sodium chloride required to produce a solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. Now sodium chloride, as you all know, it is going to get dissociated into two ions. So the value of n over here will be 2 and molecular weight of sodium chloride is 58.5. So by using it in the formula, you can see that the concentration is 0.88 grams per 100 ml. And again, this is the best thing that I can show you, that the concentration of the inorganic salts in your blood plasma was also 0.88%, isn't it? So the same quantity you are getting, that is 0.88 grams per 100 ml. That much quantity of sodium chloride will make your solution isoosmotic with blood plasma. So thank you very much.